Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you another powerful feature inside Nwiro, real-world landscapes. With this, you can bring any place on Earth into Unreal at true one-to-one scale, just by describing it. Type a place name, describe a landform, drop coordinates, or even upload a reference photo, and it builds the real terrain using actual elevation data right inside the engine. By the end, you'll know exactly how to turn any location on the planet into a game-ready landscape. Let's dive in. In the Unreal window, I head up to the top left, click on the Edit menu, and select Plugins. In the search bar, I type Nwiro Pro, check the box to enable it, and then restart the engine to apply the change. Once the project reopens, I go to the window menu in the top left, scroll down to the bottom, and click on Nwiro Pro. In the panel that opens, I sign in with my account credentials, and I'm ready to go. After signing in, a panel opens up showing you how to get started with the plugin. Here you can explore the other features Nwiro Pro has to offer. And if you'd like, you can even try them out yourself through live, interactive demo scenes so you can see exactly how each one works before diving in. Now let's set up the chat for landscape generation. I head over to the extensions section and select the landscape feature. A terms and conditions page comes up for you to review and accept before continuing. One thing worth mentioning here, if you plan to publish the landscapes you create with this feature or use them for any other purpose, you can click the provided links to get more detailed information about the licensing terms. Once that's accepted, we're all set and ready to start typing in the chat. With the landscape extension selected, I type, "Can you create the Grand Canyon?" into the chat and hit send. It then gives me two options for how to build the terrain. The first, real-world landscape, drops the actual area into your level at its true one-to-one scale, the real place, exactly as it exists. The second option gives you 4 patch masks of the region instead, so you can place them on your map and shape your own mountains, canyons, and landforms by adjusting the parameters inside the blueprint however you like. For this example, I'll go with the first option, real-world landscape. Next, it asks me what size I'd like the landscape to be. I'll go with the largest option, an 8 by 8 kilometer area, for a wide, full-scale build. Then I give it a moment to locate and process the region that matches my prompt. Once it's ready, it asks whether I'd like it to create the landscape directly or just place the files into my content folder. I'll choose Create Landscape. From there, Nwiro places the landscape data straight into the level for me, with the exact settings I chose and at the correct real-world dimensions, all handled automatically. Since the area I chose is so large, part of my landscape ends up sitting below the fog. So to get a clear view of it, I'll temporarily turn off the fog actor from the default lighting setup I had already placed in the level. Now, let me fly over the generated landscape so you can really see it. This is real terrain, built from actual elevation data at true one-to-one scale. Every ridge, every slope is exactly where it is in the real world. And from here, it's fully yours to work with. And if you ever need the raw height map itself, that's available too. The source file gets saved right into your project, so you can take it into any other tool or pipeline and reuse it wherever you like. Next, I drop a material onto the landscape, one I created earlier using another of Nwiro's features, its MCP workflow, and jump in with a third-person character to walk around. This is where the true scale really hits you. Standing on the ground, moving through the terrain at character height, you get a real sense of just how massive this landscape is, exactly as big as the real place, at full one-to-one scale. And if you're not happy with the canyon it created, you can simply tell the chat you didn't like it and ask for a new one. Nwiro finds you a different region and builds it fresh, as easy as that. Now let me show you how to build a place straight from its coordinates. I paste the coordinates of Mount Hood into the chat and ask it to run through the same workflow. After a short wait, Mount Hood is sitting right there in my level, at its true real-world dimensions. Then, just like before, I apply the landscape material I prepared earlier onto the terrain. One quick note here, the level of detail in the result depends on the quality of the elevation data available for that specific region, so keep in mind you won't always get terrain with exactly this much detail. It can vary from place to place. But you don't even have to name a place. Sometimes a single photo is all it takes. I really like this beautiful shot of Yosemite Valley captured by Robbie McCullough, and I want to turn it into a landscape. You can see El Capitan's granite face rising on the left, the misty forested valley stretching into the distance, the classic tunnel view. I just drag it straight into the chat. Nwiro recognizes the real location from the image, pulls the actual elevation data for it, and rebuilds Yosemite Valley at true 1:1 scale. No typing, no place name. The photo alone is enough for it to find the real place and bring it into Unreal. Now let's move on to the other method. The goal here is a bit different. Instead of dropping in a full real-world location, this approach generates a landscape patch based on what you ask for. It keeps the shape you want, but gives you the freedom to place it anywhere on your map and blend it naturally with the rest of your terrain and other formations. Once I choose to place it in the scene, it creates a blueprint patch in the outliner and drops the generated height map right into that blueprint. From here, you can adjust the blueprint parameters however you like, or simply move the patch around to reposition it anywhere on your map. And that's Nwiro Real-World Landscapes. Whether you name an iconic place, drop in exact coordinates, describe the kind of terrain you're after, or build from a reference photo, you get real elevation data at true 1:1 scale right inside Unreal. Go big with a full 8-kilometer landscape or focus in on a single hero landform. Blend patches into your own maps, refine everything with Unreal's native tools, and export the source whenever you need it. The whole planet, ready to become your level. All from chat in any language. Thanks for watching and have fun creating with Nwiro.